Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Flash Hazardous and today we're doing a first impressions video on Colt Canyon. An absolute little gem of a roguelite. I picked this up on Fanatical where it's currently on deep discount. I think it's about 70% off. I managed to get it for £3.59. Obviously your regional equivalent will apply. I think it's completely worth your time and money, and hopefully after watching today's showcase, you'll agree. So, what is it? Well, if I was to pack it into a sentence, it's a very slick, blood-stained, pixel art, Wild West twin-stick roguelite. Now that's a mouthful, but I guess the proof is in the pudding. So, without further delay, let's jump right into it. And it's the prologue. Good morning. I love this part of the canyon. I had a great time here, but we should head back soon. Are you looking for your revolver? Look by the crates over there. Destroy containers to find loot. Use melee attacks by pressing right mouse or E. Find your gun and some ammo. So, I have spent a couple of hours playing this already. I have wiped the save file so that we can experience the intro and the prologue for the first time together. I guess there's nothing left to do than start cracking. First thing I really want to say is you can judge how good a roguelite is by the satisfaction you get from breaking the pots. Now, every action-oriented roguelite has got pots in it. I mean, if you think about Hades, you think about Curse of the Dead Gods, you think about Gunfire Reborn, they all have pots, and without a shadow of a doubt, you will know how good a game is just by the sound of the pot breaking. So, I'm gonna let you guys take this one in as I break the first pot. Isn't that satisfying? Do that again. Oh. That is such a satisfying pot breaking sound. 10 out of 10. Out of the gate. This game's the best thing ever. Of course. But the pot breaking is right up there with all the rest of those. So, I mean, sign of things to come? I think it is. Let's carry on. Let's break these. And we've got a container here which looks like it's got the gun. Break that out. There's the gun on the ground. So, I mean, first off the bat, I absolutely love the thematic consistency of this game. Wild West, the music is just on par. The sound design you'll see is great. There's a real meatiness to the sound of the guns as well. The pixel art's beautiful, as are the visuals. You can see this is kind of a bit of a mellow yellow color palette, and it's really great. I mean, it just works. The presentation's utterly brilliant, and that's kind of backed up by an incredibly clean and minimalistic UI. So, I mean, you don't get much. There's no map, and we'll talk about that a bit more. But I mean, first look up in the top left corner over there. As I moused over it, it does kind of lose its focus. But very simple. It's got your weapon, it's got your life, and then you've got your different weapon ammo counts at the bottom. So there's a variety of weapons in this game. We'll see that as we're playing through it. But essentially, very clean, minimalistic UI. No map, and we'll talk about that as we go through. But let's just carry on with the tutorial at this point. You found a gun, press R to start reloading your gun. So, another thing to point out here, when I click the reload button, just pay attention to the little small dial that'll appear around my player. So you see, you saw that little green marker. So there is a skill-based reload mechanism in the game. When you reload, let me just do that again. If I was to reload by hitting R again in that green space, it ends up reloading a lot faster. So I'm going to empty a few bullets here. See if I press R. I pressed R again when it hit the green part of that circle, and it ended up reloading a lot faster. So it is skill-based reloading. You know, you reload faster in a pinch if you're able to hit that green area. Nice little mechanic to add into a game like this, where obviously shooting, reloading, it's all action-packed. So again, nice little mechanic. I think it works for a game like this. Break up a couple more of these. More satisfying pot breaking to do down here. As you can see, I'm breaking everything. Obviously, a lot of your weapons are in those breakable containers. So are guns. So is ammo. So you obviously want to keep breaking pots to get your ammo up to the max. Can you hit the vases over there? Press left mouse button to shoot your gun. Use your mouse to aim. Try to hit these pots. Okay. Wait, did you hear that? I think I heard someone. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. No use even trying. Oh no, you were knocked out by bandits and they abducted your partner. You gotta go do something. Looks like they forgot one of the guns over here. You can carry 2 weapons a month, so go pick it up. I don't know, guys. This has got the making of a revenge story. And I think there's only one guy that knows how to do a revenge story.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you.
Oh no.
And I will kill you.
Oh no.
Good luck.
Don't hang up. Oh no. Oh, Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson is pissed. He wants to go on his revenge story. Let's take Liam the cowboy through, shall we? So switch between weapons with Q. Obviously it's great. This you've got 2 weapons that you can carry. The ammo count's obviously 0 for me now. It says go this way, keep an eye out for bandits, stay hidden since you don't have any ammo. Right. You can destroy most obstacles using your attacks. And you can also just squeeze right through. Alright, so you, obviously just barriers. If you push through, you can get through to them. One bandit stayed here, take them out with a stealth attack. Now, that's another mechanic in the game. There is an element of stealth that you can play to. I don't think you can do it all that effectively with large groups, but it does help taking out some of these guards one by one, because then you don't obviously expend your bullets. This is obviously just a tutorial. I'll show you how it works a bit later, but dodge roll. Good job. Use the dodge roll to evade bullets, destroy groups of containers, or quickly get close to enemies. Right. Oh, that's satisfying. So satisfying. Love it. Love it. 10 out of 10 right there. Oh, you see I missed my reload there? So that's it now. You know the basics. Good luck on your adventure. Keep walking eastwards to start your rescue attempt. It's a long way from here. So let's talk a bit about how they handle different stages. So the way the game breaks down is that you've got different areas, a set of 3 different areas per region. You've got 3 regions in total, 3 areas per region. I think it's 3. And in the last area, you're typically fighting the area boss. So, I mean, that brings us back to some of the design philosophies they took. I think it's great that they went with no map. There's absolutely no reason for a map in a game like this. You're not picking the locations you're going to move to. You're just kind of progressing left to right as you go through each of the maps. And I do like the fact they've kept that out completely. Again, keeping in line with a very clean and minimalistic UI design. break a couple more pots. The dodge rolling. I love the way the blood, because I'm really low health, the blood's kind of just splattering everywhere I'm going. Move on to the next area. Level 1. So, first region, level 1. So we keep moving right. You obviously want to explore as much as you can, because you want to keep getting more, you want to get different weapons, you want to get ammo. So it does make sense to do a little bit of exploration, not just move linearly left to right. Load that shotgun. Ooh. So you can see the gameplay is very fast, very action-packed. I do love how meaty the guns feel. Like when you dodge roll into a guy's face and blow his brains out, something so impactful about the combat. And I mean, the blood does a great thing as well of just keeping it, making it, really selling that kind of impact, that pushback from your weapons. It's hard to do in pixel art games typically, but they've done a great job. Keep on correcting stuff over here. Let me see if I can't show you a bit more of the stealth. Okay, so here's a couple of guys here. You'll see the stealth's not that consistent. So they're both facing this way. I can now run into this guy and just knife him. So that's how stealth works. I think there's some increased damage when they don't know that you're around. And you can do that to kind of maintain and keep your weapons and your keep your ammo count high, but what's the fun in that when you can just shoot guys? Oh, it's so satisfying. Keep picking up the ammo. Alright, so every level has one of these guys, a prisoner of the bandits. So the idea here is you free him, and every time you free one of these guys, and as I said, there's one in every area, you get an upgrade. It's a good time to talk a bit about the in-run progression. So you'll see every time you free a prisoner, you get a choice of 5 perks. So let's look at these. We've got more melee damage to enemies and objects, if you want to go with a melee build. Arrows having increased penetration, dealing slightly more damage, and can be recollected if you're looking for a bow and arrow build, obviously. Bow and arrow is a thing in this game. You can pick him up as a companion, where he'll fight by your side. I haven't done that much. You're immune to negative status effects like fire or poison, and bullets in your dynamite starts fire. So every part, every level, you get one of these guys. You get to pick one of 5 randomized upgrades. You can build your character into a certain direction. You get a lot of reload perks, a lot of gun damage perks, like for shotguns. Obviously, you can see the arrow one over here. So you can kind of you can shift your build into a specific direction. Now, the one thing I do have as a bit of a concern about this game is the long-term variety it offers in your runs. So, I mean, all roguelikes are great because of the variety of each and every individual run. Now, a game like Hades does this so well because you pick a starting loadout, you go into the game, and you don't know what you're going to pick up. You don't know what hammer upgrades you're getting. You don't know what boons you're getting. So every run is unique, and every boon makes a massive difference in the way you might approach the game, right? Now, with this game, what I've mostly seen is small incremental benefits to either a specific type of loadout, a specific type of playstyle. Now, that's all good and fine. It does work, but I don't feel like any of these are ever all that impactful. I might be wrong, but that was definitely part of my initial impressions on this game. There is a wider meta progression, but we'll talk about that a bit later. So for now, I think we just go with the bullets and dynamite starting fires. Try that one. I haven't used that one yet. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's so satisfying when you shoot those guys. Combat is so satisfying. That's a slave. Doesn't hurt you. Leave it alone. They really sell the impact in the combat. It's great. It's great. Hard to do with a pixel art style game, but the blood compared also with the blood and the impact you make when you shoot someone. It's so satisfying. Satisfying as can be. Like this posture. Simple pistol. Now, is that better than what I have? Obviously, you pick up weapons as you go along. I don't know if this is better than the one I had. It's got less bullets. I think we're gonna stay with the revolver. They're both small ammo weapons, so. The horse doesn't look like he's too happy. Okay. More pots, give me pots. All day. Oh! Got to knife him. Didn't do enough damage. Again, because I wasn't stealthed, right? Let's try that again with this guy here. Love that attack. Okay. I don't know why I'm shooting pots. That's really fun. Again, real incentive to keep on breaking pots, keep on looking for these, because you can obviously up your ammo count. So this is how the game handles transitioning to different levels. I just walk over to the right, takes me to the next level. Once again, in this level 1 of 2, so region 1, level 2, I'll find another guy, another prisoner for the bandits here, and again I'll be able to get an upgrade. Small TNT launcher. Enough TNT, I think. Yeah, I only have one TNT. I think we're going to keep the weapon we've got. You found some dynamite. You can lob dynamite. Obviously, it's another way in which you can fight in this game is that you've got dynamite sticks that you can throw. Pick up and run back up. Keep exploring. Still quite low in health. I love the way you have blood trails when you're low in health. It's pretty cool. Nice little, just a nice little piece of detail to kill this guy and that guy. Oh, so satisfying. Right. Right, nothing up there. Carrying our journey down until him. Okay, more stuff we can pick up over there, but I want to explore the bottom side over here first. What's that? Oh, arrows. Gotta love it. Gotta love the impact. Another health. That's good. That's good. Getting our health back up. Start looking at. Visor. Oh, I can't aim to save my life. There we go. Another health, that's good. Getting back up to full health here. Love the way the music transitions when you're getting into hectic fights. Always good. Once again, sells that frantic pace that you encounter when you're fighting enemies. You can imagine this game can get quite crazy with many enemies on screen. So here's the prisoner. Help him out. Get the upgrade. What do we have? Increased pickup range for items, especially throwables. I think we're going to go with a throwables build. Also, pick up range items. Okay. Healing companions is cheaper and reviving is faster and free. We don't have companions. I don't think we're going to go for them here. More melee. Don't need that. Don't want to let him fight by my side just yet. Find more items and containers. That's pretty useful. You get more ammo drops. Ammo being such an important part of this game. Makes sense that we pick something else that helps. Good stuff. Got him. There. Ooh. Nice. Okay, more pots over here. Break another one. Right, so we're looking pretty good with ammo. Music just sells the atmosphere. What do we got up here? Got an explosive barrel. We want to try and avoid that. Ammo, some more pots. Good stuff. Right. I think we're probably ready to go to the next area. Anything else you want to pick up? Anything else to explore? What's down here? I think we've been in that area. Get rid of that guy. Liam Neeson, that guy. Oh, okay. So this looks like an elite. Yeah, this is an elite. So there are elites across levels as well. This guy's got a... Oh, fuck. This guy's got a shield in him. You can see that our fire damage is doing great work here. He's gonna be dead quite soon. There we go. Right, and what happens is the elites typically drop. They drop. So you see over there in the top left, I picked up a key. So you find an elite, and what they typically do, obviously they have some great drops. Like this guy dropped an axe. Not going to use it because we're not a melee build, but he also dropped a key. So in the next area, I should be able to use that key to open up a fairly hefty stash. And in that stash, we'll find things like ammo, armor, health. I suppose I should just show it to you. When we get one of those, I'll show you. That guy. Dog? Doggy? Dog. Ooh, shit, that guy's fast. Yeah, so we can go right, or we can do a little bit more exploration. If we can't find more ammo. Oh, nothing over here. Further down. Oh, okay, great. Go pick up that shotgun shell. On to the next area. So region 1, level 3 now. Do that. Go there. Okay. Can't go up, can we? Go down. Yeah. Obviously worth mentioning as well, I mean, it's a typical action roguelite. Your dodge rolls do give you iframes. You can dodge through bullets when you do that. Nothing out of the ordinary. And that fire damage is pretty darn good. What do we have there? So we have a small slug gun. So again, another shotgun, but materially different to the shotgun that we've got. So if you look at this shotgun, it does massive damage, but does huge amount of like spread damage, right? You pick up a small slug gun, it's still a shotgun, but shoots slugs, so a lot more accurate over range, right? I think we're going to keep the normal shotgun for now. Now, another interesting thing to show you is that the game does try and tell you what guns are better. So if you come across a gun like this and it's red or highlighted in red, that usually means it's a better weapon. So like I said, we'll stick with the shotgun. I do like the shotgun. I do like the way it interacts with the incendiary rounds we've got now. Let's keep that and keep keep doing exploration. Let's go down southwest of here. Okay, so dead guy. Now over here we've got a red crate. Now remember in the previous round or in the previous level we killed one of the elites. They dropped a red key. We're going to use that red key now. Great. So we picked up an extra health, an extra heart. You also pick up things that are like shields, which kind of protect your health. Pretty cool as well. We didn't get one over here, but that is something else that you can pick up as you're doing your run. Again, they incentivize you quite well to do exploration, and it makes sense. It's really nice. I haven't come across any events specifically. I might have, but not noticed it. So that might be another reason to explore, but like I said, I'm not sure whether there are events in this game. Hopefully we'll run across one right now. Okay. Guy has no idea what's there. And he's dead as well. So a revolving rifle. Better than our gun that we have currently. Let's pick that up. Okay, so another thing that's pretty cool. So obviously different guns have got different accuracies. You can see from my cursor up here in the top right, a shotgun is not going to be accurate at range. The further out I go, the bigger that cursor becomes, right? So up to a certain range, the pellets don't do anything. But now that I've picked up this rifle, you can see it's really accurate. So I can take ours out quite a distance here. Whereas with my pistol, so you can see the crosshair there now, but if I take the pistol, it's far less accurate, right? So it's little changes like that. So a pistol might be quicker to reload, but it's not nearly as accurate. Meanwhile, one of these might take a much longer time to reload, but it is far more accurate. Nice little touches. Adding to that roguelite variety that we all love. Let's carry on. What do we have here? Oh, killed 2 guys in 1 bullet. Very nice. I like this rifle. It's far more accurate with it. Ooh. That was close. More pots. Very nice. We're maxed out on grenades, so we might as well start using those as well. The dynamite sticks. Okay, you can hear the mumbles. If you listen closely enough, you can hear the mumbles of the prisoner. So it looks like it's kind of northish from here, right? Keep being greedy with the ammo. Guy there, he's dead. Guy there. Nice. Stick around here. Holy shit, there's 2 of them. Nice. Like I said, poor gameplay loop, incredibly satisfying. The gunfights are really great. Help this guy out. Nice. There you can see the impact of the grenade. As far as I know, the grenades do a heck of a lot of damage. Made that horse bolt. Get our next upgrade. What do we have here? Slow enemy bullets, that's pretty useful. Increased overall weapon accuracy as sharpshooter perk, that's nice. Free TNT, get your dynamite supply restocked, we don't need that at the moment. Light ammo weapons sometimes shoot double the bullets, that's pretty interesting. I guess it spends double the bullets as well. And carry additional ammo for your equipped weapons, that's quite nice. I think we're going to go with the slow enemy bullets. I mean, there's one way to avoid the damage is through the dodge rolls, but it's also nice to know when the bullets are coming, so slow down the pace of those bullets so that we can dodge them easier. Okay. Looking good, we're looking good. Everything's panning out quite nicely. We're full health. Likely moving on to the area boss at the moment as well. Oh. Right. You can see that I play a lot of Call of Duty, guys. I tend to reload after one bullet's fired every time. I've been trying to change that habit in every single game I play, but there is absolutely no chance because I am an obsessive compulsive when it comes to reloading my weapons. Okay, the next level is going to be a boss fight. So let me show you that as well. So it's area 1 boss. We've gone through 3 levels. The 4th encounter is always the boss of the level. Right. Break more pots, get more ammo. I think we're looking pretty maxed out for everything at the moment, to be honest with you. Okay, so we can come back down here if we run out of health. Break these pots here. So, we're pretty maxed out. I think all that's left now is to fight the boss. Looks like a big whip guy. What he does is he brings out these little dudes who are slaves. They don't hurt you. So try and avoid hitting them. Oh, you get a knock at my shotgun. Doing quite decent damage. Oh. He's dead. Man, this guy takes a beating for that lost health. There we go. So what do we get? Get a slug gun. Again, I don't know if that's better than what we've got. I would hazard probably not. Yeah. The shotgun. I do like the spread effect with the shotgun, especially since we're doing incendiary round damage as well. Looks like we maxed out on ammo. We got an extra health. We're doing well. Okay, so here's crossbows. Different weapons. They do massive damage, obviously, but they're really slow to reload. So, oh, not exactly slow to reload, but they're obviously don't have the repeating aspect of a normal gun. And then we've got a block rifle here. Now, a block rifle, you'll see if I pick that up, it's going to start using a different ammo time. I'm not going to stick with the block rifle for now, simply because I want to use the small ammo. I haven't got a heck of a lot of block rifle ammo, so we'll just stick with the current weapon that we had. Pick up the slug gun either. This block rifle. Okay, so we got our shotgun. We got our small ammo rifle. I think we're maxed out. There's no reason to be looking for stuff anymore here. I'm just wasting time. Good opportunity to move over to the next level. Oh god, but you just want to break the pots. You gotta break all the pots. All of the pots. Break them, even if I have to waste a bullet, so I can give myself a good reason to have broken those pots. Alright, let's move to the next level. Very nice. So you can see next level, the second set of areas is got a slightly greener hue to it. You've got these kind of red areas on the ground. You step into those and it deals damage to you. So just adding a little bit more complexity, so when you're running around frantically, you don't want to step into those bushes. Obviously different music, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Should be dead with the incendiary rounds. shotguns are always the best guns in games, guys. There is nothing ever as satisfying as getting shotgun kills. Okay, nothing more to pick up here. Kill that guy, kill that guy. You see there, I failed the reload because I keep tapping R like a moron. There's also little animals that come around that can attack you as well. Just another element that can take life away from you. So it's not just the bandits, but the environment as well. You get snakes, you get rams. Right. No, another one down there, another one down there. Let's reload. Again, missed that reload. Really small window you can make it in. That's why you want to have a shotgun at close range to make sure that he can't keep attacking you. Get rid of that scorpion. More oh so satisfying pot. What do we have here? I think it's just ammo. We're good here. We're good here. Oh shit, okay. Oh, I got hit there. Didn't exactly know how, but I did get hit. It's a flint rifle. I think this is another one of the long ammo types. So I think that second ammo is like a longish ammo type. Does more damage, but you can carry less. What does this guy want? Oh, right. Again, let's keep with that revolving rifle. Nothing interesting down here. Almost walked into that bush like an idiot. I do love the incendiary rounds. I do feel like they do some nice dot over time to those enemies. Stuff, good stuff. Let's reload. Yeah, I can hear the mumbles from the prisoner. He's down bottom to the right, I think. Got our health back up. I think we've kind of cleared out this top area here. Stuff. Okay. I wonder if I can take damage if I walk into... Actually, let's see that. So it's on fire now. Yeah, you see, that's how I took damage last time. Go back up here and get that, that health that we dropped. I think there was health somewhere around here, wasn't there? I wanted to show you guys how that works for science, but I might have just left myself one... Ah, there we go. Okay, one half health bar lower. Okay, let's get through here. That small revolving rifle. I think that's worse than what we've got. Yeah, it is. I'll keep the other one. Oh, crap. Just walked into that like a doofus. What's I want to do? Go this way. I think we're good now. Help while we wait for the gun to reload. Right, so let's see. What's next? We have fast reload. That'd be quite nice with the kind of gun that I have at the moment. The healing for the companions, which we don't have. Light ammo, sometimes shooting double is pretty cool, but I think it's just going to be a bit of a sink for bullets. all of the explosives being more powerful is not that useful because I don't use explosives all that much. Just stick with fast reload. I feel like that's going to be pretty good for him. We do tend to use our weapons more than our explosives. Anything interesting in here? Low recoil revolver. Interesting. Thank you. Oh, crap. Low recoil revolver. That work? It's telling me the revolving rifle's better, so let's just stick with that. Okay. The snake there. Up, down, dead. I think also things like snakes and scorpions do like a kind of a dot damage on you as well. They damage you. Oh, what's that? Prey. Okay. Pray to the Indian gods. There's the end. We have a revolving rifle as well. Okay. I don't think there's any reason to be around here. Oh, hello. You gonna die? Yes, he is. See how that slowing enemy attacks is paying dividends, because usually the attacks are a lot faster than that. Almost walked into there again. Oh shit! Oh, this is another mechanic. Stop me from keeping in a level for too long. Oh. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. So what is that? That is the game's way of stopping you from being paralytically slow and being too methodical in picking up ammo and all that stuff. So if you do too much exploring, once you've essentially killed all the enemies on a level and you've picked up the prisoner, the game will give you a bit of a timer and then it'll set a wolf on you. I haven't tried to kill the wolf. You probably can kill a wolf and get an achievement for that, but yeah, usually when that happens, you've outstayed your welcome and you should get your butt out of there. Give me 1 second. Okay. Again, very minimalistic UI, and for a game like this, I absolutely love it. I love this. I just love this paper and the way it's just wavy and flowing around. It's just so good. And you can see just over here, your perks that you picked up are right over there. What else do you need in a game like this? Would a map make a difference? No. So what do they say? We don't need a map. And I wouldn't say it's any sort of a risk they took, but it's just them keeping consistent with their design philosophy on this game, which is we want to keep it as minimalistic as possible. We want you to focus on the gunplay, get rid of all the stuff around that, minimal information that you don't need. There's no map. It won't show you where you're going. You don't need to know where you're going. You need to keep moving to your right. They stuck to that principle, and that's why I just think they've made an absolute masterpiece of a little game. So, no reason why we shouldn't continue here. Those things are arrows. You can see if I walk past it, it's an arrow. Just another way in which they try to get the environment to hurt you if you're not careful. Right. Dead, buddy. Another dynamite stick. Should really be a bit more liberal with dynamite sticks when we run across larger groups of enemies. Doesn't make sense to spend all the ammo. Okay. Keep going. Okay, quite a bit of disconnection over there. Okay. What is this? Yeah, I'll reload. Why is that taking so long to break? What's in there? Oh, melee attack simulator over here. See that? I'll throw in a grenade here. Probably not the best use of the grenade, but we got it. Okay, what's this one? Come on, buddy. Eat my shotgun barrels. Okay, what do we have here? A musket. I don't know how I feel about a single single shot rifle in a game like this. Again, I think we're gonna keep with the revolving rifle. All right, back at the start now. Boy. Good damage. We're doing well here. Again, maxed out. We don't really need to be doing this, but how would you make the pop breaking so satisfying if you didn't want us to explore? Alright. That's the top left corner of the map. Those long boxes are for shotgun ammo. Gun. Reloading it. Whoa! Get this reloaded. He's dead with the... No, is he not? Interesting. We never did get the green key. So there's a TNT launcher again. I'm not going to pick that up. I think that's a bit overkill. I wonder if there's a baddie on this bird shotgun. Oh, it's just gonna pick that up. I don't think it's better than the shotgun though. So let's just stick with our starting weapons. Okay. I think we've cleared this out. That varmint rifle? A revolving rifle is still better. Let's stick to it then. Oh, I can hear the... Oh, crap. Okay. Gotta be careful of those things. Okay. I can hear the prisoner somewhere around here. Oh, there he is. Ooh, nice. Reload. Okay. Oh, I dodge rolled into the damn... into the rock, and then I just took that bullet straight to the face. Okay. What are you giving us? You can get extra HP. It's interesting that I get 2 of them here. You're harder to spot, enemies won't alert their friends. I mean... we're not really playing stealthy, are we? So let's just get the 2 additional empty health points. I mean, just for the potential of it, right? Oh crap, I haven't reloaded. dead bandits. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That shurikens. Thrown weapons. We'll talk a bit more again at the end of the video. Once I die, we can talk a bit more about the meta progression. So you can hear the wolf's on his way again. Fuck you. What? Oh, but I got fight? Are you kidding me? Come on, game. Is that wolf coming? They can go? Oh my god. Yeah, the wolf's coming. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, that was a few unforced errors there. Small volley gun. I think this one is just shoots all the things at once, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. I still want that one. Okay. Are we looking good here? Getting a little bit more ammo. I say that, but to be honest, it's not really going to be a problem once we start breaking more pots. Very smart. The thing with this game, you're not always looking. You're always looking where your character's walking. You're always focused on other parts of the map. Okay, we need some healing. There we go. Exactly what we need. Right, more healing. We're good. We're good. We are good. What is that? Okay. That. Like a good grenade or something? Make it heal, is it? Get that from the fire? Yeah. Got the ammo. Why did I push that up? Is that not two different ammo types? Oh, oops. Oh, guess it worked. Good. Good. Oh man, it's quite inconsistent with doing those. He should die, right? Yeah, these guys are taking damage now. What? Oh, keep walking into it. Oh, my eyes are never on my character. I'm my own worst enemy over here. What is that? Pistol? Good. Oh, that looks good. I guess it's not as accurate, but I do like the spare ammo capacity that it gives us. Flip it up a bit. Two shots. I wonder if there's different damage values. I do feel like I'm doing slightly less damage. So what's that damage on that thing? It's 6, isn't it? telling me the revolving rifle is still better damage. Oh, I don't know if it's better damage. It just rates it as a better gun. Oh, I'm not gonna forget. Not gonna forget about that. Okay. Okay. We're good now. Bad guys. All good. We are running low on that ammo. Okay. See our prisoner down there. We're still 1 HP every new level and every couple of dozen kills. That seems pretty good. Can't die from explosions, immune to explosives, also pretty good. We're not doing throwables. Don't need to increase pickup range. Let's just do the 1 HP every level. Looks like it'll work pretty well. Ooh, so here we've got a... Over here we've got an enemy that's an elite, so he should drop us something pretty good for the next round. This guy first. Load. Back in. Close. Okay, so we blew off his armor. Be able to take him down now, and also he should be taking more damage from the... There we go. Dead. Dead. He did. No. Good, so he should drop the key, and we get, yeah, green key. Does that mean we can go back and pick up the... Did we miss a green one on this level? Oh, I don't really want to go looking for that now. Oh, we can get some shields here anyway, so let's just do that. Okay. There, so now we've got a shield. It's another roguelike mechanic, I guess. I mean, you got your own base health, plus you've got the shields themselves as well. So with the shield, you can see visually you carrying a shield. Now that blocks bullets coming at you from in front of you. But if you get shot from the back, then it obviously doesn't help. So it's just another potential life pool, basically. I'm not going to go all the way back and pick up the green box. I think it's too boring to go all the way back to do that right now. Oh, gee, did massive damage. Oh. Shields here. Another shield. Good. Okay. They should be dead. Yeah. Oh, it's the first effective use, I would say, of a... First effective use of TNT there, I'll say. Looks good, that looks good, that looks good. What's that? Revolving rifle. Same thing that we got. What's that? Double slug gun. Ooh. I'll have one of those if you don't mind. Oh, I've got to get the hell out of here. Wolves are coming. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Okay. That gets us through this area. Are we at the area 2 boss? if it's related to the boss. Doesn't seem to do anything to me. We got health here, so we can come back around and pick that up once we take damage. So when you're Liam Neeson, you just don't give a fuck. Despite the boss. Where's the boss? Where's the boss? Oh fuck. Oh, that is one big bear. That's not gonna help. I'm gonna get myself blown up. Getting over here? Does that hurt him in any sort of way? Doesn't look like it. Oh! Holy shit. I don't think he knows how to deal with corners. Did that hit my... Oh, yeah, he hit me there. He's in some sort of a secondary phase where he leaps at me, but as long as I've got something between me and him, I'm good. Yeah. Actually easier now. He's doing that. He's not constantly attacking me. There we go. Gimme. Get a shield. Extra health. It's a heavy flint pistol. I feel like that's garbage. I feel like the double slug's a lot better than that. Okay, so we're good. I don't know how you're supposed to use those things. I'm pretty sure there's some way you can kill him using that and not waste your entire... Like, not waste all of your bullets. We're good here. What do we need? Just a bit more ammo? Yeah? Oh, that's gonna be... Oh... Satisfying with the pots. Okay. More pots down there. Gimme. More, please. Thank you. Oh, we're about at full now. I think we're good. We're good to go here. We're good to go here. Maybe just this one. Okay. That's the second area. Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna win? Is he winning? Nice. Another color palette for the last area. I'm imagining it's the last area. One shot, one kill. Okay, so what are we looking for? We're looking for a green box here, aren't we? That is a lot of dead people. Oh, shit! These guys are not messing around anymore. Liam Neeson's in there alright. Okay, good. That was spicy. Long revolver. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I like the sound of that. That looks like it's fun. Love the idea of a long revolver. What does that do? Yeah, it is. That's pretty cool. Come on, there you go. Burn you to death. get the whole thing exploded. Doesn't look like it destroys the items either. Oh, I don't know if it does. Oh wow, a whole wagon of the stuff right over here. There. Another one there. Oh shit, he's still alive. That revolver, 8-shot revolver. Oh, it's quite a quick. I mean, he's got more, but I feel like this one's got more accuracy at distance, isn't it? And pistol. Okay. We're keeping the long pistol, long revolver. Another 8-shot revolver. Yeah, we'll pick it up if we want to try it out at some point. Stick with the 8-shot right now. What does this go to? Not much, it looks like. Okay. Double shot. Fuck. I didn't even know that I'm so lucky. Fuck me. That almost ended me. Okay. Everything's good, everything's good. Everyone calm down. Oh, you can see the bandits heard Liam Neeson was coming. Oh, we've got a leech here. Ow! Let that happen to me. And that guy is relentless with his attack. Holy shit! Over here. Yeah, you're dead, buddy. Go. It's a double revolver? A double revolver? Long revolver? Double revolver? Oh, give it a go. Okay. Next. Okay, so here's a shop. It's the first time we've seen a shop, actually. It's pretty interesting that was the first time we've seen a shot. Double shotgun. The double slug gun? Not, yeah. I'd rather have a double shotgun. Give me a double shotty. Yeah, so let's go back down to the store. I don't know where I'm going. So there's no currency that you pick up in this game other than than your bullets and your grenades. So everything in stores costs something in terms of bullets. Oh, the guy coming? Where the fuck are these guys? Okay. Oh, these guys don't look like they mess around. Holy moly. Close in on this one. Shoot. Come on, buddy. Okay. Oh, it breaks through? Does he just throw a grenade? That's pretty awesome. Okay, what do we have here? Extra health? What do we... 5, 3... shotgun shells, 5 arrows, 21 long ammo. That's not a bad deal. What's this though? Muzzle brake, reduce noise, kickback, and recoil when firing. Does that mean we don't have enough? Yeah. No, we have enough. Pick up the extra health. That's gonna be good. Again, if you're not looking where you're going, then I have no more. Low. Okay, you can. Oh, what is this back attack? Okay, I think this is like wasting my time here. I might not be able to unless I find a way to get this guy's. Oh, there he is. Okay, good. Increased heavy ammo damage and knockback, reduced penetration, accuracy. You can carry more ammo. That's pretty useful. I think we're just gonna take that one. But you can see, so I think I mentioned a bit earlier on. There's definitely an element here that the upgrades tend to not be that exciting, and that's what makes me worry long term. Now, how does the game balance that out in terms of variety? So yes, it's saying that you can't get variety in run, or a heck of a lot of variety in run. But what you can do is at the start of each game, you'll see this when we die, if we die, I will have the opportunity to pick a different character, and that character will have a different starting loadout and will have different strengths and weaknesses on things like speed, health, their efficacy with certain weapon types. So all of that's slightly different, right? And I think there's where you get the variety, is that you get to pick your starting loadout and your character and build into the things that are stronger for that character. Now, whether that translates to long-term viability, I'd say probably not. I don't think the game's got an incredibly long wag of the tail, meaning I don't think it goes. I mean, I don't think you'll end up playing this game for as much as you would Hades, for example, which makes perfect sense, right? Hades is the masterpiece of a game, and I mean, the amount of development time that went into that is immense. The team they had, the resources available. But I think for £3.59 for your regional equipment, it's a smashing experience, right? If this was like £11, £12, £15, I'd question whether it's actually worth the money. But at its current price point, I honestly think it's a great buy. And that's what I'd say. So it'll be on sale on Fanatical for another couple of months. Another couple of days. I think 6 more days from recording and posting of this video. And yeah, I encourage you to go check it out. Level 3-2, new character unlocked. Oh, so there's another. Yes, we broke the shield. Okay, good. I'm taking a heck of a lot of damage here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's continue. I think we're getting close to finishing our first run. Oh! Let's see, got long revolver. They quite like the gun that we've got. I think the way the whole stealth mechanic works is that the enemy takes more damage if they are not aware that you're around. That's why I think you're able to hit them. Into an auto rifle. That's why I think you're able to hit them for as much damage as you do hit them. Okay, so this looks like a semi-auto. Let's see how this works actually. Oh, that's pretty cool. Don't think we'll have the ammo for it, unfortunately, but high cap repeater. What's that? Oh shit, okay. That looks interesting. You know what? Fuck it. Let's give it a go. Why not? Why not? Once. Once. Okay. Buddy. Hit the tree. Like an idiot. What do we have there? No more shotgun. Dude, we keep that the shotgun throughout this round. Pretty good. Ooh. Man, that guy rushed us. Shot, sir. Is that a mine? It's a mine. That's a mine. That's hard to see. That's a sneaky mine. Yeah, we got another block rifle there. Oh, we got shields here. That's good. Load up. Is that gonna be enough? No. Got our shield. Those shots are going pretty darn fast at the moment. It does feel like we're going to run out of these bullets a lot faster than for the base. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, so he didn't notice we were there, and that's why he took more damage. So I guess there really is an incentive to play with a bit more stealth, but really, why would you do that in a game like this? It's so much fun the way it is. We just lob a grenade. Run! Get the fuck out of here, man! Oh, there's two of them. He's got a shotgun too. Fuck. Okay, broken. Oh. Yeah. Be dead now, right? Dead? Sir, you have sustained much damage, sir. Shotgun repeater, that looks like fun. Oh, that looks like fun. Oh, that looks crazy. It's a war axe. What the fuck? Okay, you can chuck it as well. Oh, right. So you gotta drop both weapons for that. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, there's a heck of a lot of fun to be had in this game. One of the starting characters you can pick is kind of bigger and slower, does more melee damage, so you can totally see a world where you pick up that and that becomes the main weapon that you use, and you're just hewing through your enemies. That's really cool. I do feel like we're missing out on a lot. I'm gonna track back a bit and go up or down and see if we can't pick up more enemies and more stuff, because I mean, we're doing well on health and stuff. I think we just need to be careful with the amount of bullets that we have. We want a bit more shields too, maybe. So let's track back a bit, make our way back down. Almost walked into that mine. That would have been a funny ending to the run. And just make our way across over to the east this way. That's interesting. You walk slower when you're backing up. That's pretty cool. That's another mechanic I wouldn't have known of. I guess the good thing to do is, do you roll less back? Maybe not. I guess shooting. Ignore that. You didn't see that. Don't judge. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. Oh shit, there's a guy right behind me. Oh, I didn't even need to reload. This is gonna be fun. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's so satisfying. I've got a shotgun that acts like a rifle now. Come on, buddy. Right. Okay, we're looking good. High velocity rifle. What's that? Oh, is that just gonna do massive damage at a distance? I don't know. I kinda like the high capacity. Give me a nice warm fuzzy feeling inside of safety. Running around with that thing. Right. Oh, this guy does dodge rolls. Look at him. Holy shit, what is that? Fucking sneaky prawn. Oh, okay. Took double damage there. That sucks. Oh. Good. Okay, he's dead. Okay. Come on here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I took quite a bit of damage there. I suppose I should have thought about where health packs were left up. God, you just don't see that red. I kid you not. It looks so obvious, I'm sure, as you guys are playing. Not running into that makes it seem obvious, but when you're not paying attention to the colors, like I am. Okay. Looking good overall, though. Still got plenty of health. Good on the ammo. We're gonna have to throw crap again at this because I don't think we've got any dynamite. That's unfortunate. So that fire damage is doing something, I'm assuming, right? I'm assuming if I stick around a bit longer, that's gonna go down, right? I mean, or not. It's so shit if I can't get that upgrade. There we go. Good stuff. You gotta be careful with your dynamite. What do you want next? 2 additional health points. Enemies drop more gear. Pickup range. Explosions. They can't die from explosions and you're immune to. I feel like that's going to be quite a useful pickup. I don't think we need any of the other stuff. Enemies dropping more gear, maybe. I feel like something ending our run right now is going to be a mine on the ground that I just blindly don't see. So I think we'll just take that. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get that wolf coming very soon. I am absolutely sure of that. Oh, I hear the wolf. I hear the wolf. I hear the wolf. Oh. Okay, getting our health regen here. We're missing a blue key. Yeah, so there's still enemies, so I guess the wolf's not gonna come down if that's the case. So that, oh, there we go. Okay, good. Area 3-3? I've never gotten this far. I haven't got very far past Area 2, to be honest. Well, I fought the bear before, but I have not gotten very far. Not nearly this far before, so... got our dynamite there, which is useful. Looks like we're not running into any ammo issues at the moment, so... Just still looking at that. Definitely feel the difficulty ramping up in this third area. Like, significantly. Did I hit another guy? That's pretty funny. Good stuff. Nice auto rifle. I think we saw an auto rifle already. Yeah, we don't need to have them. I'd rather have the high cap repeater. That thing does seemingly a lot of damage. That's a lot of wasted bullets. Oh, that's bullshit. That is a lot of bullets. That guy sponge it. Sponge it up. Blue key card. Double revolver. We don't need it. No comment. No comment. Come on. You want to come through? Bring it. Pull the revolvers, yeah. I see them, don't worry. I see them. See the bushes. Oh, that looks crazy. Nice! That was a lot of enemies. Oh, they heard Liam Neeson was coming. They know we're coming, boys. Come on. There we go. Did he hit me? I think he hit me. That looks like a magnum, doesn't it? Let's give that a go. See if it actually gives me this as being a better weapon. Actually, it doesn't. Maybe because it's in a different ammo class. Maybe it doesn't do it then. Oh, okay. Well, that did a fair amount of damage. Double shotgun. Need that. Need that. Magnum is awesome. Gun sound. Something else. It's a small studio as well. Okay, we're back at the start there. Is that the long revolver? Yeah. What does this thing shoot? No, that shoots fine. Oh, and it's pretty accurate as well. It's a Magnum. That's pretty. It's a Deagle. No, it's not a Magnum. It's a Deagle. The Desert Eagle right there. Okay, I think we came up that way. Let's go slightly from a different angle since we haven't been down this way, I think. You know how we do it? Right. We're winning. So this is area 3-3. We've got a little more to go, and I think we're fighting the final boss. You know, in future when I do more first impressions, what we might just do is cut the video short a little bit more at the beginning, so I'm not essentially spoiling the entire game for you. But it has been a heck of a lot of fun. Okay, I can hear the prisoner somewhere around here. I can hear his. Good. This gun does a heck of a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Wow, that killed him. It's a lot faster than I thought. Okay. Need to use a dynamite stick here. Sorry. Again? Oh. 2? That's expensive. What's our upgrade? It looks like a heck of a lot of useless stuff. Harder to spot enemies when alert their friends. That feels like it's meant to be the stealthy gameplay, but I don't think we're doing that at this point. I'm not going to pick up fighting companion because I think it's just fine the way we're doing now. I think let's just pick up more gear. It's not the best, but it is probably the best upgrade of that lot. Reload. What's to get to here? A break with it? Oh lord, what have I committed to here? What have I committed to here? I guess I'm gonna have to walk around. I'm not gonna waste a dynamite stick to open that up. Right. Look how quickly they die. Take a couple of times. Yeah. Let's just pretend you didn't see that. I definitely didn't just walk into that bush. Yeah, what is that? They're mine. And these things are taking much longer to kill. know why they make it harder to shoot things down. And we have more enemies. He should die, right? Or is he a... No, he's not. I was gonna say, is he a boss enemy? 2 shots. One more hero. Good. Shield. Here's another one somewhere here. No. Right. Does that mean that the that took a lot more bullets than I thought it would. We should be getting the wolf coming quite shortly. Pick up what we can. Yeah, I can hear him. Oh, there he is. Why is he attacking the enemy still? We're good. Oh, man. Oh, you can't here. Okay, so you can kill the wolf. Got it. Okay. Right, so we killed the wolf. Is there another one? Can we keep exploring now and get my health back up? Okay. Volley gun. Don't need that. So you can kill the wolf, looks like. Right? Yeah. Okay, well it looks like we're ready. Ready to head into the final boss area. Are we? Is anything down this way? There's a few more barrels to go. Okay, we're good. Oh, you can just pay respects here. Hey, F to pay respects. Press F to pay respects, that's it. Okay, that gets us fully ready for the next one. I think we're good here. Plenty of health, plenty of bullets. Area 3 boss. Break everything open so we can do it later. One slight annoyance. Ooh, okay. Well, that time it did hit me. Ah, those are bear traps. That's what we saw next to the bear, by the way. It's just that they were already used up, and these ones are basically these ones are armed. The ones that we saw in the bear area were not. Okay, interesting. More damage there? Really? Oh, because it's fire. Yeah, if there's one thing they could have made a bit easier is they didn't need to give certain things so much HP like this. I mean, I'm just beating the hell out of these things. It's really annoying to have to do that. I don't know why they need to gate some of the... Like, why do I need to hit a barrel twice, for example? Okay, here we go. Last chance to pay the ransom. And you missed it. Okay, so I guess he's got some sort of a scary gun. Well worth the trap. Man, wake up, wake up. Looking good, looking good. Doesn't look like fun. One of we got those bushels in front of us. Indestructible bushels. Okay, let's do another one there. Oh, you want to be close to there. No reason to take risky. Go. Holy moly. Oh, thank the Lord. Is that it? We win? Oh yeah, there we go. Free the partner. Well, much like the story of Taken, we've been able to free the partner. Story of vengeance is over. And that was intense, that final fight. I felt like there must have been something I had to do differently because I just kept doing the same thing and it wouldn't kill him. It tanked everything. Yeah, I'm just taking stuff to be safe here. Taking more of the, breaking more stuff so we can get, see if we can pick up any more health. What's this gun? Oh, half auto crossbow. Is that what it's meant to be? Okay, how does that work? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, why not? Like repeater. Okay, so what do we do now? Last boss down. Save the partner. That really it. First run victory? No, good not. Okay. Okay. Right. There we go. I didn't even see these bear traps everywhere. Right. Oh. Game, save me. Hold, give me a weapon. Leave the canyon. Try to get back home. No way. Am I gonna go back the way I came? No way. No way. Okay, let's go. There's gonna be some weapons she can pick up further up the road. We get our stuff sorted. Okay. Oh, she can pick up one of these, I think. Bug repeater? Take that. Triple revolver. Oh, it shoots 3. Fine. Keep the heavy pistol though. That's better. Maybe she can pick up that. What does she have? Will now help in shootouts when not interacting. Press F to command and command companions. When your companion will now help in shootouts when not interacting. Press or hold F to command. Press or hold F to command. Oh, right. So you can move the companion around. Gotcha. It's gonna make me go all the way back now. Really? We're going opposite direction. Level 3, 3B. Oh, so they redo the levels, right? It's not like we're going back exactly the same way that we came from. There's gonna be stuff. Oh no, it isn't. Okay. Well, there is still some enemies. Man, I stopped shooting nothing. Thank you. Right. F is heal. Do I heal her? Oh, I heal her by giving her my health. That's not good. Okay. Oh, should we give her this one? No, then she's gonna go run. Wait. Oh, that's kinda nice. Buck shotgun. You wanna take the war axe? I don't want that. Okay. Give her the buck shotgun. Maybe. Oops. No, I'll give it this one. Feels like it'll be better. Those two. Got that. Got that. Okay. You gotta start actually worrying about the health at this point, because you're gonna be in trouble otherwise. Good stuff. Good with sniping. Okay, let's see. Give her a sniper rifle. Pick that up. Okay, good stuff. Try that one. That looks like it should be good. If she's accurate. a health ring. Still got a health. I need the health now. Did we find any more prisoners? Or is this just going to be it? Do we just need to break our way back out? I think it's going to be the latter. Right, so we've reached the end of 3-3B. We have to find bosses on the way back as well. Guess we'll find out. TNT launcher. Would she even have the ammo for that? I'd be too worried that she blows me up. Oh, you guys are me. He done. I love the way they still keep the corpses around. That's pretty funny. Even on your way back, they keep the corpses there. She doesn't need any ammo. Here we go here, short shotgun. Oh man, this is never gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop walking into dangerous bushes. Can't make me. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay. Oh god, you came back. Okay, come this way. Good. Good. We've got a shield. What would be quite nice is a little more health. Yeah, we were up here. Maybe? That finger is. Good thing that guy's dead. That's the guy that does the multi-shot. Pretty scary. Does it again? Dead. Oh man, that sniper rifle was doing work. Okay, so we can't go further left here. Oops. Man, those incendiary rounds have really been clutch. Gotta remember how good those are for the next run. They really have been great. come out of there, buddy. Oh shit, looking for help. 19, 21. Good. Ooh. If there's actually any credence to running around getting more ammo and stuff out. Probably is at that point where you just want to get out of the back end of the game as quickly as possible. Doesn't seem like we're going to get any more upgrades. We're not chasing those. Yeah. Good. Go. I wonder if the enemies get easier as well. God, carnage. Great health. So the health that you do unlock earlier actually does help you when you come back, which means you should actually be paying attention to where you're leaving health on levels. But without a map, there's really no way to go back and track back to find that unless you somehow magically remember. It does look like they get easier as you go back. Okay, what do we have here? Guys keep spawning from. Oh, was she shooting? Looks like she was changing aim to buy. Oh, okay, well there. We are running out of bullets though. This is buy it with 3.5 of your life plus one of your 88 rounds. I think that's worth. Bolt rifle. My two main sources of ammo, I think I might skip that. Really nothing worth buying at the moment. We got so much health. Be able to throw a grenade there? No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like nothing opens that. I think this is the openable one. Oh, did she just squeeze right through there? Doesn't look like you can break that down. Ooh, maybe I can... Don't take damage, hun. Thank you. No, don't take damage. Can I get it? No, I can't get it. There's no way I can get it. I've tried everything. Wasted a significant number of bullets just trying to get through that wall. Auto pistol? Ah. No, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's any good. I'd rather not have a decrease in accuracy given the fact that you go through ammo so quickly. You'd rather just... You'd rather just spend the time to take accurate shots than full auto people down. Okay, that's the end of another area. So we should be going into area 2 now, right? Is there going to be a boss? Or are we just going to walk back past that way? Yeah, area 2, level 3B. Okay. It means that you don't... Oh. It means you don't go back to fight bosses. It does also look like you face up against the same enemies, which means that it should be easier the closer we get back to that guy's doing damage. No, so it looks like the enemies do stay quite difficult. So we didn't have any of those dodge guys until we reached area 3, so it looks like they're still around here, which means that the enemies are staying the same difficulty as they were before. Just as crazy as it always has been. One interesting thing that they could have done around the balancing on this game is that not to give you the opportunity to get as much life as I do right now. I almost feel like it's impossible. Between the perk that gives me life every 12 or so kills and upon entering a new area, and the so between that perk and the never-ending amount of lives I don't feel like I can actually die here. I don't think it's physically possible to die with the amount of health I have. Save. That wasn't worth it. Okay. You need healing? Oh, stop. No. Heal. Oh, okay. Could have given her an extra heal there. Almost walked into that bush like a moron. Nice thing about that incendiary round is actually you just shoot those guys once and then you can leave them alone. They're gonna die. You'd have to take that difficult second shot with them as well if you didn't have the incendiary round, so what a useful pickup actually. Should be at the end of this area. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. Definitely didn't see that explosive barrel there. But you see what I mean? If I only had 5 total life there, there would have been no way that I would have been able to survive that. But now I can. And I'm still not at risk of dying here because I've got so much health. Shurikens that we dropped last time. That should be enough to kill him. There you go. Super pistol. Okay, we went down here last time. Man, that sniper rifle does such intense damage. Oh, here we go. Times health. Can afford that. 4 dynamite, 4 dynamite. We need 10. Did we really need it? Probably not. Damage taken. Hey. No, we don't want the TNT launcher. Okay, I guess we'll be even more invulnerable than we are already. Did I not take any? Oh, I can take shields. Just gone into a separate line that I didn't see. Virtually unkillable at the moment. There's no way that we're gonna die here. Looks like it's really good in the hands of the AI, surprisingly. Okay, we can give her some health, can't we? 2. Oh, that wasn't good. Okay. Are we in level? Okay, area 2, level 1. On this back. Head. Oh, what damn it, man. Walk into that bush again. Nice, so satisfying that gun. To die, yeah. Hold my thing. That way. Oh, like that. I think we'll keep the shotgun. Here's the partner, by the way. Go. Hello? Partner? Oh, she's up that way. Hopefully done with her. Okay, that doesn't help all that much. That's it. Dive right into the bullets. Oh wow, that's a new enemy. What do you have, explosives on his back? Okay. Oh, maxed up everything. Okay. Yeah. Back into area 1. Feels really nice. out a shield. And there are many enemies now. And now we're taking damage for sure. Nice. Okay, we took a heck of a lot of damage there. A heck of a lot of damage. That wasn't easy. Nice thing about the first level is there's nothing you can walk into that takes your health away. Okay, pretty good here. Walk into the It's a heavy revolver. Heavy pistol, revolver. Okay, well it looks like it's the same damage. I'll take the revolver for a while. Maybe give her the hit. No, she's been doing well with that rifle, has she? Let's see how she does with this one. Okay. Anyway, see how she does with that. Okay. Pretty good, looks like. That helped. Okay, level 2. And then we're back at level 1. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And that does a heck of a lot of damage. Those are active too. Dodging through that asshole. Man, these guys are sponging the bullets. not going to be that good this late in the game, the varmint rifle. I feel. Okay, we don't need to fight that. What's happening up there? Slowly but surely, we're almost there. Come on. Mega volley gun. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. Okay. Such satisfying combat. It's so responsive. So violent. Love it. So good. So good. Ooh. Area 1? Level 1? Yeah. We're back at the start. That looks like it could be useful. I mean, it does put so much in on the screen, but it never really feels like you can't manage it. Help kill this guy. Don't work, buddy. Gimme. Heavy slug gun. Looks interesting. How does that work? Oh, jeez. Does that do a lot of damage? Give that a go. 26 damage! Oh my word, this thing is glorious. I feel like I shouldn't be carrying it because I think that auto shotgun's better, but that is massive damage. Shotgun repeater. Oh, it's not saying that it's better. Okay. Is that it? We did it! Oh, I guess that was a little more than a first impressions. But yeah, how do we summarize it? This is basically if Taken was filmed in the Wild West and Liam Neeson wore a cowboy hat. It's the whole thing from the start, right? Partner kidnapping story. You got to get out there. You got to save the partner. I mean, if I think of a name, how about we call this game, Once Upon a Time in Taken. So that's Colt Canyon, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful pixel art, Wild West twin-stick roguelite. Amazing game. Deep discount, £3.59 or your regional equivalent. Completely worth your time and money. Definite thumbs up from me. I can't wait to jump in and play with another character. Some of the things that I love: thematic consistency, beautiful pixel art, very clean minimalistic UI, fast-paced, weighty combat. Pot breaking is 10 out of 10 in this game. Don't know about how long-lived this is going to be and what the longevity is like because of the lack of in-run variety. But I'd be interested to try it again with another character, maybe play with a bow build or something like that. I think it's worthwhile. For £3.59, you really can't go wrong. So, thanks for joining me. This has been Flash Hazardous. Today we've looked at Colt Canyon. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you guys next time.